welcome. Thank you so much for coming out and celebrating this occasion with your friends and family and loved ones. My name's Bob. I'm the director at the Florida School of Massage. And please join me in welcoming the graduating class, January graduating class. As per the last 9 months, they're a little bit behind. Woo!
Y'all inspired me. I see you brought up the thing. Boy, this is a lot. It's always a special. I know that's right.
It's happening. I'm just taking you all in the last time here as a group. I shared with, well, first of all, welcome to everybody. Welcome to those of you viewing at home. Thank you for joining us. We're here to celebrate this accomplishment of the January class who started with us 9 months ago under challenging circumstances. You may or may not know that in March of last year we suspended all classes on campus, and we had no classes up until the January class, who joined us and started the program completely online. We learned a lot together, us staff with this class, and from day one, I've been so moved, touched by the way that this group of people came together and supported each other and supported the school. And I know from my own experiences that this is not an easy program to go through. Even under the best of circumstances, this can be a challenging program. And the circumstances that you all went through were even more difficult. And I know that it takes the support and love of all of you as well, friends and family. Thank you for supporting your loved ones in attending this program. Give yourselves a hand. Yeah, I shared with the class earlier today how special they were. I know other staff has shared with them, and I wanted to take this opportunity to share with you all that as well. I'm, again, just so grateful to each and every one of you, and so happy for you. And I can't wait to see what happens next for you. I believe that if you show up with whatever's next the way you've showed up here for each other, for yourselves, that great things are going to happen. As I usually say, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, love yourself, love each other, and I love you all. You ready? All right, I'm going to turn it over to our wonderful MC, Kari.
Hi. So before we get everything started, I want to take a moment to honor all of the unique hurdles that we've had to overcome in order to be here today.
I'm sorry. Could I interrupt you?
Absolutely.
Before we actually get started, there's water in the cooler for anybody who would like some water. Help yourselves. So, okay.
As hurdles we've had to overcome, like water. I don't think any of us thought cones of compassions were what we had in mind when we came to massage school. First off, I want to invite anyone who is here who attended the January 2020 class to stand up. You guys are amazing. For those of you who don't know, these people made it 6 weeks into their program before the school shut down and they were all sent home. But they still came back a year later ready to learn. I now want to invite anyone who is enrolled in the May or October 2020 classes to stand up. Your original classes never even made it to campus, but you still made sure that you were here the minute school opened again. The determination that all of you have shown is astounding, and yet there's still 1,000 other tiny things that we've had to deal with in order to keep each other and our school safe. We stayed home when we so much as sniffled. We ran to pharmacies to get PCR tests or had to take rapid tests in the morning while the lesson started without us. It sucked. But it was the sacrifice we made in order to make it to today. Normally, there'd be a lot of traditions in this ceremony. Normally, we'd pass down precious artifacts from one class to another. Normally, the older class would have gotten together to give massages to welcome the new class. Normally, a lot of things would have been different. But Normal died last year, and I don't want to pretend that it didn't. The October 2019 class was the last to graduate before today. The shutdown orders came, and the amazing staff here at the school had to scramble to find a way to help them finish their last 3 weeks virtually. They made it, but they never got a graduation ceremony like this. They never got to pass down their artifacts or give massages, and as a result, this class never received any of those things. Each class that has passed through this school has been a link in this chain of silly, heartfelt, sometimes random traditions. The last link in a chain may not have anything in common with the first, but they're still connected across time and space by every link between them. The sad fact of the matter is, the chain is severed. When we first came back to campus, I felt like my class was a single link, unconnected and maybe a little lost. A single link can't do anything on its own. Then the June class joined us, and suddenly it was there. A second link in a new chain. In circle, I asked my class if they wanted to set aside some time to pass down all the old artifacts, the ones we never got. But the general consensus was that it would feel fake. None of these items meant anything to us. The chain had been severed. If there was really a new chain, we were going to start fresh. We're still going to pass down the talking stick, of course, but we've got something else in mind too. You'll see that later. I understand that for some people here at the school, this change will be felt as a loss. There's a term I learned recently that I think fits the situation. Shadow loss. According to its originator, shadow loss is a loss in life, not of life. In the last year and a half, we've all lost something. Maybe not a person, but something. Maybe you lost a beloved tradition. Maybe you lost a job or had to completely rearrange your schedule to work in the new paradigm we find ourselves in. Maybe you just lost your sense of safety. Normal died. However, I have some words of encouragement for anyone who's grieving right now, be it a person or a thing. Believe it or not, there are scientists who study the process of grieving, and they found that in people who experience grief and come out the other end, there were 3 things that had become stronger: resiliency, empathy, and presence. It isn't fair that we've had to struggle so much to make it to this day. It isn't fair that the chain was severed. It isn't fair that there's so many different reasons to grieve right now. But when I look at my classmates, I see those 3 traits in overflowing abundance. You're all such beautiful, caring people, and I'm honored to have met you. I know that not all of us will keep in touch. Some of us, yes, but probably only with a handful of others. So with what might be my last opportunity to get to speak to you all, I want to leave you with some advice from Kurt Vonnegut. Be soft. Do not let the world make you hard. Do not let pain make you hate. Do not let bitterness steal your sweetness. Take pride that even though the rest of the world may disagree, you still believe it to be a beautiful place. Thank you. All right, now I'm not the only one who wanted to say a few things. Kwanda, you ready to go? All right, Mike's yours, girl.
Hello. Hi. I'm a little nervous, I ain't gonna lie. Okay. First off, I want to thank God and my instructors, my classmates, and my mom. She's back there in the back. And lastly, I want to thank my 9th grade teacher. My 9th grade geometry teacher, I'm sorry. He told me good, better, best. I will not stop until my good is better and my better is best. And it has helped me throughout life in this wonderful journey and experience here at FSM. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kwanda. All right, Quatavia, you're up, girl.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you all are doing well. Most of you know me as Quatavia, and I'm not going to be up for too long. Just wanted to leave you all with a few words of encouragement that I felt in my heart to share. While there are as many ways to define success as there are people, there is one thing we all have in common. We're all trying to be more successful. Since success starts with attitude, here's a quote I recite weekly to get me through get me through a tough, stressful week, because, you know, whenever you see a successful person, you only see the public glories, never the small sacrifices. And I say that to say this: the real test is not whether you avoid failure, because you won't. It's whether you let it harm you or shame you into inaction, or whether you learn from it, or whether you choose to persevere. Mr. Barack Obama, this isn't a goodbye, but more like a farewell, and I hope to see you all in the therapeutic world soon.
Thank you, Quatavia. All right, we actually have some instructors who want to speak. Sarah, where are you? There she is.
Hi. So I'm Sarah, one of the instructors, and I've been with this wonderful group from the very beginning of in class. I didn't have the opportunity to meet you really in your online ventures. And I've watched you grow over these past quite a few months that you've been with us, not just virtually, but actually physically here with you, which was totally amazing. I was so excited to hear that we were going to have you come back onto campus, and just really filled my heart with a lot of joy that you were all willing to go through this learning process with us, and for us to go through this learning process with you. And we experienced the cone of compassion together. We even knocked some of those cones of compassion together while we were practicing. And we shared a lot of great experiences in class together. And so one thing that I really want to recognize with you all in particular is your perseverance. And I was really trying to find a word to encompass all of you together. And usually I think of the word community. And I feel like you've built this community out of perseverance. And so I looked up the definition of perseverance just to make sure that my brain wasn't using a word that wasn't applicable to your experience. And I felt like really hit hard in the heart when I read it. So perseverance is the persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. And I really, I got goosebumps just saying it. I really feel like you all persevered for what you wanted in your heart and what felt right for you. And to come back into a space that was new and different and challenging at some points, and to go through a process that really, in the end, was successful. I really hope that you applaud yourself in everything that you've achieved over these past 9 months. And I want to leave you with this quote. It's by Roy Bennett. He's an author. And I really feel like this process that you've gone through with persevering is the light at the end of the tunnel. So it says, live the life of your dreams. When you start living the life of your dreams, there will always be obstacles, doubters, mistakes, and setbacks along the way. But with hard work, perseverance, and self-belief, there is no limit to what you can achieve. And I wish you all the most wonderful success, and I hope you come visit and join other graduations and be a part of this community for a very long time. So thank you all.
And we have one more instructor who's speaking today, Shane.
Hi. Hi. How are y'all doing? Good. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. Awesome. My name is Shane. I have been here since 2015 when I went to school here. And I had the joy of being an instructor for this lovely group of individuals all the way back from the beginning in January, starting kinesiology. And then again, when you came back in person for our massage modalities. So I guess I just want to wax poetic like a little bit, and then I have a short poem for you. Something that we see a lot and we talk about in massage school is this idea of giving and receiving, right? And we use this language in the classroom, right? You all know this. We say when we partner people up in massage, we say someone's going to be the giver, giving the massage, and someone's going to be the receiver, right? And I really love like zooming in a little bit and seeing what is happening in that exchange, right? Like, what are we giving to this other person, right? We're giving our physical energy, right? Working, right? We're giving our time, our presence, our attention. And that can be really challenging for a lot of reasons, right? And sometimes equally challenging to receive those things from someone else, right? And to feel comfortable with that receiving. right? I'm sure some of you may relate something even innocuous as like a compliment about your hair or shoes can sometimes feel a little like, do I deserve this, right? And overcoming those feelings of challenge, right, can, for both giver and receiver, feel so fulfilling and rewarding. And if we zoom in even a little more, one of the things I love to acknowledge is that as a receiver, in the act of receiving, we are giving an opportunity, right, for someone to give, right? So I just want to acknowledge that, and in that same context, acknowledge that you all have given me something so important to me, right? When we came at the start of January, I had no idea if this was going to work. I don't want to speak for the rest of the staff, but I'm sure there were some who felt similarly, right? This was something we had never done before. We are not the most tech-savvy crew here at FSM. I'll say that, despite what we're doing right now. So it was a thing to do. And you all showed up virtually, right, at first. And just like Sarah was saying, you all persevered for sure, right, through technical difficulties and life struggles and X, Y, and Z, right? And you made it to today, right? And you all doing that, it didn't just give me like hope, right? It gave me proof that this is still possible, right? It's still possible for us to cultivate this community and to bring people in, and you all to help us create this space that allows you to evolve into these amazing people and amazing therapists, and then go out into the world and bring that to the world, right? So thank you all. I can't tell you how grateful I am to see you all sitting here today, knowing where we've been. And I just want to leave you with a short, it's not super short, but a poem. This is actually the poem that I read for my graduation when I graduated back in 2015. So it's slightly shorter because the other one's super long and slightly edited a little bit. But this is On Giving by Khalil Gibran. You give but little when you give of your possessions. It is when you give of yourself that you truly give. There are those who give with joy, and that joy is their reward. There are those who give with pain, and that pain is their baptism. There are those who give and know not pain in giving, nor do they seek joy. They give as in yonder valley the myrtle breathes its fragrance into space. Through the hands of such as these God speaks, and from behind their eyes he smiles upon the earth. It is well to give when asked, yet it is better to give unasked through understanding. And to the open-handed, the search for one who shall receive is joy greater than giving. And what would you withhold? All you have shall someday be given. Therefore give now, that the season of giving may be yours, and not your inheritors. You often say, I would give, but only to the deserving. The trees in the orchard say not so, nor the flocks in the pasture. They give that they may live, for to withhold is to perish. Surely one who is worthy to receive their days and their nights is worthy of all else from you. And one who has deserved to drink from the ocean of life deserves to fill their cup from your little stream. And what challenge greater shall there be than that which lies in the courage and the confidence, nay, the charity of receiving? And who are you that one should rend their heart and unveil their pride, that you may see their worth naked and their pride unabashed? See first that you yourself deserve to be a giver and an instrument of giving. For in truth it is life that gives unto life. And you, who deem yourself a giver, are truly a witness. And you receivers, and we are all receivers, assume no weight of gratitude, lest you lay shackles upon yourself and upon those who give. Rather rise together with the giver on their gifts as on wings, for to be overmindful of your debt is to doubt the generosity of one who gives. So I truly wish you all the best, and you are all givers and receivers, and I'm so happy to have been able to be and give and receive with you. Thank you.
I'm sorry, we have a late entry. Laura, you wanted to say some things?
Oh, look at y'all. Oh my God. So I was in North Carolina yesterday and for the last week, and I was just trying to unplug. Y'all had invited me to speak, and I was like, oh, can't think. No, just be, can't think. So I didn't. And then I got home last night, and I just couldn't stop thinking about FSM and y'all. And I still didn't think I was going to talk. I I was like re-entry and like downloaded all the things about y'all and FSM, and then hearing Shane, both hearing everyone who's spoken before me, it just like all came. And one of the things about this program and what this school always hopes to keep cultivating in ourselves as those who stay here and keep the place going, and to, water and sprout, because it's naturally in all of us, I believe, is the ability to connect with ourselves and then with each other. And the thing about what you all did here in this, how many months has it been? What? 9, right, usually 6, and you all did 9, right? So I was with you at the very beginning in the online world, which my concern was that it was going to be, can you hear me well? I can't tell with the mask. My concern was that it was going to be fragmenting. It was going to create a separation that would be really hard to deliver what we hope to cultivate in this school across, technology. And, there were some surprises. Without masks, suddenly I was able to see it. Like, I realized in those first weeks, like, oh, I can see you all in a way that I wouldn't if you were actually right now, in this context of the pandemic. If we were together, I wouldn't see your faces. So that was like the surprising opportunity. And it was so fun to see your faces, even though they were this big and 6 feet from me and all like, in your little Hollywood squares. But your ability to connect with what I was trying to offer and with each other, and to speak up and to ask your questions, to basically honor your own, whatever brought you here. It was you were bringing it very early on, which was so heartening. It was like, oh my gosh, okay, still FSM. And then to get to be with you in July and August in the classroom and see you all working together to do that thing that Shane spoke to a little more directly in this. I mean, we touch each other. What other profession in this world spends this much time this close? Profession, right? I mean, it's like, who else in this world spends this much time this close to another person doing this thing where, yes, there's in some sense a giver and a receiver, but in every moment of that, if a giver is really giving, then they have to be listening constantly, listening to the tissue, listening to the person's words, listening, so that what's given is actually able to be received. And the receiver has to give of themselves. They have to be honest, or the bounty happens the more honest one can be, So it's like, I see it as a circle, in one way, but almost like that almost dissolves into, it's not even a circle. It's not even linear. Like a circle in some sense is a line that keeps moving between. It's like there is no beginning and end to the give and take that's constantly happening from both directions. It's like it's all happening at once. And I mean, that is a gift to both people, that kind of contact in any time and place. But in this present moment where so much in our world is driving separation, whether it's mental or physical distance, I'm just so grateful that you stayed, you know? Like, that's been, I think, the largest lesson I've learned at FSM, and since I went to school here in 1995, is to stay as best I can, you know, and that looks a lot of different ways, how closely I can stay with myself or with another, but to just perseverance, you know, to just do your best to stay in connection and in honesty, and yeah, y'all rocked it. Whew, I thought an accent would come, but it didn't come. That might have been like the longest bit of impromptu speaking without an accent that I I love you all. Thanks for letting me on. All right, well, Josie also is wanting to come and speak if you shall have her. And
It does work. Yeah. Hi, I just want to look at you for a minute. Oh. I want to thank you so sincerely for continuing this chain. I came to massage school 31 years ago. I was 29. I had a 3-year-old boy, and I didn't believe that I could learn. But when I came here, I found I was eating everything up. It was the first time I ever learned anything I wanted to learn, really. So, and thank you, all of you who kept your intention going from January 2020 all the way through, and those who joined. I just appreciate you so much. I knew that our amazing staff would be able to rise to the occasion, and Bob's leadership is astounding. I want to share with you something I usually share with new groups when they come for the first time, a welcoming song. And it comes from the Pomo Indians. They're in Northern California. There was a neighboring tribe called the Yuki. The Yuki declared war on the Pomo. And instead of coming back to the Yuki ready for war, they all came back singing a peace chant, and it ended the war. I don't know what the words mean, but imagine what might end a war. Ye ten yo hey man, ye ten yo hey man, Yuki hale, Yuki hale, ye ten yo hey man. In the masuye, yedi yo hey man.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Bob, did anybody else want to speak? I don't want to, like, if somebody... All right, we got one more. Mary?
Hi, everybody. So I usually have to sit and prepare if I'm going to speak in front of a crowd, unless I'm teaching, and I don't have to spend a lot of time preparing. But everything that's been spoken today is kind of coming together for me, and it has to do with your talk about the links, Kari. And then with Josie coming through, I'm hearing a lot of gratitude for your presence, not only for who you are, but because of you, you are actually, there are many invisible links that showed up before you, and there's many invisible links that you have created that we don't even know what they look like. But because of you, this place is continuing on. The pandemic was very uncertain for so many people. And all of us staff members, everybody that teaches here, I think I'm correct when I say this, everybody went to school here. And everybody that's on staff stays here because of a love for what happens in the program. I remember my first time sitting with you all in Circle and Connective and feeling that, oh, right, this is why I'm here. So there's this organism that you all create. We sit in Circle. You could think of it as a living cell, okay? But there's something that happens when everybody comes together, and we are lucky enough to hold the space. And one of the things that's really unique is that your group really stepped forward. You guys really engaged. There have been classes where 80% of the people engage, and then there's this other 20% that stays back here, and they're kind of like this, and they don't fully engage. And that circle doesn't feel complete. But you guys did something that you didn't even know you were doing. And I'm sitting here in the back and I'm like, oh, right. You guys are a really important, vital, obvious chain. We can see the link you created. But you did something that you didn't even know that you did. And you kept this place alive and renewed our commitment, our sense of what's so magical here. We got to watch it again with you. I mean, it's just such a special thing to be part of. So as you go forward, somebody said that thing about remaining soft. I don't remember who that was. That was you, Kari. So in those times where it sucks, you know, you don't know what you're going to do. You don't know if you're going to make it through, whatever it is, whether it's this professional direction or it's struggle in your lifetime. Kind of remember the foundations, like staying present with what's here. Acknowledge it. It doesn't have to take you over. Acknowledge it. It's here. Be with it. Make a space for it, but make a space for you. Okay? You know how to hold the space for each other. Remember yourself as you go forward. You are this amazing link, and you have no idea what's coming after you, what path you're creating for others, for yourself. So, much love to you. Thank you so much for being who you are and sharing with me and allowing me to share my gifts with you. Love you guys.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that was it. All right, so next up, Nikki is actually going to say a few words, after which Group A is going to lead you through a special presentation. So the people in Group A who are participating, come on and get up here, as well as Nikki.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming. This is our talking stick. It's what we use to have our moment of holding space for each other. and I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to do this. Someone once said, "We are never as eloquent as when we speak from the heart." It took me a while to become present, to quiet my mind long enough to listen to what my body was telling me, to really slow down and focus on my breathing. It's an interesting concept to sit inside yourself and notice what comes up for you. I'm learning the value of holding space for myself and for my life. The Florida School of Massage has taught me more than just body work and how to be a professional massage therapist. It has also taught me that stillness can bring so much awareness to the energy that is me. I am a soul in a body. Energy runs through me constantly. It runs through all of us. And the way we carry that energy inside of us speaks many truths of ourselves and how we choose to treat others. As important as it is to nourish our bodies and our minds, our souls need nourishing as well. One way we can do that is to be kinder to ourselves, to hold space for what we're experiencing, and to allow ourselves to feel our emotions without judgment. There is no shame in acknowledging our occasional discomfort and sitting with it long enough to allow it to pass, because energy flows. It's constantly changing, and so are we. I imagine that we've all come from different walks of life, from different lines of communication and understanding of what it means to share this earth. Just remember, it's always free to be kind. It always has been. A little compassion can go a long way. So now we invite you to take a moment to hold space with us, to become aware of the person next to you, a fellow human being just like you. This person has a body and a mind, just like me.
This person has thoughts, feelings, and emotions, just like me.
This person in their life has experienced emotional, physical pain, just like me.
This person has at some point been sad, angry, hurt, or disappointed, just like me.
This person has felt unworthy and inadequate, just like me.
This person worries and is frightened. Sometimes, just like me.
This person has longed for friendship, just like me.
This person is learning about life, just like me. This person wishes to be free of pain and suffering, just like me.
This person wishes to be safe and healthy, just like me.
This person wishes to be happy, just like me.
This person wishes to be loved, just like me.
Now, allow some well wishes to arise. I wish that this person have the strength, resources, and social support to navigate the difficulties in life with ease. I wish that this person be free from pain and suffering. I wish that this person be peaceful and happy. I wish that this person be loved, because this person is a fellow human being. And if you could all please say the last part with me. Just like me. Thank you. right, and we have a few gifts. Gabby Bell has prepared a few words and a surprise for the instructors.
Why didn't we bring Kleenex out here? All right, well, so. Thank you, Laura. Oh gosh, okay. So, you know, in cartoons, when the character's faced with making like a decision, sometimes they'll have like a little good angel that pops up and gives them the good advice, and then they'll have the bad angel that gives them the bad advice. Well, I like to think of our instructors as those little angels. Of course, they're all the good angels. But who will pop up and give us advice? Like right now, I've got Keith here telling me to relax. Laura's angel has multiple accents, which I love. And when I'm listening to Friends, I hear Steven and Mara even saying, mm-hmm. I'm still working on developing that one, but so gosh, the point is that the instructors have given us so much more than how to do massage, how to do our different techniques. And there's no way we can say thank you enough. There's no way I can say thank you enough. And this goes to all the staff as well here. One of our classmates, Ashley, I think she summed it up perfectly when she said, they do everything out of love. And it's so true, and it just makes such a huge difference. So it is with love that the class January 2021 has made little gifts for all of the instructors to take with you, just as a token of our love and gratitude for all that you do. So thank you, instructors.
Alright, Gabby, did you just want to spend some time handing those out, or do you just want to give the whole bag to Bob? Okay, go ahead. So we have some gifts for the Jane class. Judy, if you could please stand up and come up here. We have some presents for you. All right. Alice, I was thinking you'd go first.
Hi, Judy. This place is beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. You gotta love this place. I love you guys.
Hey, Boogie.
So, as we were discussing duties of graduation, the idea of passing down a gift to the new class came up, and I was like, yes. I don't even really know what I was volunteering for. I was just really excited, and I wanted to play a part. So anyway, here I am. I really wanted to be in charge of music, and my classmates know a couple songs in A&P that we heard, but that got shot down. Anyhow, we've talked about traditions at Florida School of Massage that have changed and are evolving. One of the traditions is to pass a gift down to the new class, and we wanted to take part of that. One of the reasons that I did volunteer to do this is because I had a special person in the new class that I had in mind to hand things down to, and when I asked if there was a representative already chosen, and I found out it was Judy,
it just reminded me of how magical this place is because she's the person who I had in mind. The tradition of giving the new class a massage, which got changed with us for guidelines. We were given the ability to choose somebody and, work on some people from the new class if we wanted to do so. And I was really, really fortunate to work with Judy. And we shared something so beautiful and magical, and I know for myself, I'm going to cherish that for the rest of my life, and I'm so happy that I did take part in doing that. And with that said, Judy, I want to give you a couple of my business cards to give to your family and friends for us. I'm kidding. Sorry, just kidding. We have a wish jar that my classmates put wishes in for your class, and we hope to continue that tradition from your class to the next. For you guys to have some encouragement and be the new old class. And read them, share them in class, and don't forget about us, and make sure you leave my parking spot open. Anyway, in all seriousness, I love you. And I wish you and your class the best of luck. This is for you all.
Thank you.
I know, we rock.
Bedroom class. Okay. Can everyone hear me okay? It's weird speaking through the mask into a mic. So this week I've been trying to write a speech and it felt really forced. I have multiple sheets here that I filled out with thoughts. There's just so much that I want to share from my time here. And on my walk this morning with my dog, a song came on, and the words to me felt like it really mirrored my experience at FSM, and specifically the talking stick, which we'll be passing on to your class. So these are words by Trevor Hall. No more secrets. Come as you are. All of it fits right, heart to heart. There's no tradition, nothing by the book. All you need is courage. Have the strength to look. There's no more pretending. You can't measure in this room. Just walk through the doorway. Just follow the tune. I see your robe of patches. It's perfectly arranged. Here, there is no worry, letting go of shame. We sit in pure absence, without expectation. Pure absence, without expectation. Let us share, don't be scared. Come on in, everything will be all right. Common truth or something new? What's to lose? All we have to do is try. Let us share, don't be scared. Come on in, everything will be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. So to me, these words really, like I said, summed up my experience on the mornings, driving to school, even the hard days where I was sad or scared or anxious or angry. I knew that the moment I pulled into the parking lot, all of that would just fade away, and that's thank you to all of you. I felt safe and seen and heard and loved in ways that I've never experienced before. And the talking stick, not only is it the sign of whoever holds the stick is the one to talk, but for me, the stick resembles trust. I had to learn to trust in myself. trust in the safety that was offered to me, and trust in my classmates to hold that space, to hear me with their hearts, and to let me speak from my heart. So we're going to pass the stick to your class. And I'd like to leave you with a few words that I actually borrowed from one of my yoga teachers. If you'd all like to join me, if you're comfortable closing your eyes and putting your hands at your heart. And go ahead and just let out all of your air. And inhale love, hold it in, and breathe out peace into the world. The love and the light in me bows down to the same beautiful love and light in each of you. I remind you to always have courage and to always be kind, because everything's going to be all right. Thank you.
I'm just going to say something briefly because this was not what I had in mind. But we will be the link. We will. And I thank you guys for paving the way for our class. And we will represent. We will. And we will continue this because the world needs this. They need us. I think it's awesome that the two people were up here are two people that I've had massages from. And awesome experiences. And if that's just one little taste of what you guys are bringing to the world, it's going to be a good place. Thank you.
I forgot, part of the tradition is adding something to the talking stick, and Cosette made a little mask for us to add. Thank you, Cosette.
Y'all see why I love this class so much? I mean, oh my gosh.
It's August. It's August.
So there's one more tradition that is important to pass on, that is the last part we'll do before we hand out the envelopes and flowers. In just a moment, I'm going to ask the graduating class to raise your hands in the air and waving like you just don't care. And I'm going to count to 3, and on 3, I want you all to say the magic word. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Phalanges! You are now priestesses and priests of touch. Go out and touch the world with your love, with your presence, with your touch, your contact, with your full self, like you did here. Thank you.
Thank you.
So can the staff join, all staff who are present, join? I think we'll head out this way over here. Either one, I think. So. Yeah, so let's go that way.
Okay. So we're going to call your names up, and you can come get your beautiful envelopes and a local flower And then we encourage you all to just make contact with the staff as you go down the line. It's kind of our way of saying thank you and goodbye for now. For now. Keyword, for now. Okay. So the first person I'm going to call is Robin. You're welcome. Shaloria.
Congratulations, Gloria. Good job. Good job.
Right. Emily. You're welcome. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
I didn't know you teach them.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Emily.
Thank you all.
You're awesome.
Stick together.
Woo woo!
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Ron.
Congratulations, Ron. Good job, brother. Safe travels, man.
Craig.
Thank you. Congratulations, Craig. Good job, man. Good having you here.
Okay.
Craig, I love this, man. Miss you too. Definitely inspired me.
Jennifer. So, congrats. Thank you for poisoning. You're welcome.
Oh, you did it.
I know.
Yay.
Cortevia. Celia.
Congratulations. Good job.
Cassette. I see you too.
Congratulations, Cassette. Good job.
Autumn.
Congratulations.
Nikki. Okay. Tim.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Evan.
Hey, thanks, man. I'm really so glad you're here. I enjoyed having you in class.
I'm so glad to be here.
Messing with you.
Thanks for putting up with me.
Jocelyn.
I'll be familiar.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you.
Thank you.
Corey.
Good job.
Shani.
Who would have thought all those Friday connections way back in January?
They paid off.
Right?
Thank you, Bob.
Sasha. You're welcome.
Congratulations, Sasha. I want my hug first.
Let me get the flowers. Rasha.
Can't wait to hear about your.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Congratulations.
Gabby Bell.
Congratulations. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Alice in Wonderland.
Good job, Alice. Congratulations.
Kari.
Depends how you do it at the same time. I really enjoyed you in class and your presence and amazing speech. So touching.
I was afraid it was going to be a bit too grim.
Erin Perry.
Congratulations. Oh, thank you.
Ashley.
Good job, Ashley. Thank you. You're welcome. I'll get my hug before you go to the flower.
Erin Ludwig.
No, it's not empty. Gotta schedule this off first time doctor. Okay.
Good job.
Alec.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
Slow down for a minute.
Yeah, very well.
Good job, Alec. Good luck, man. Where are you going in North Carolina?
Franklin first, and Asheville.
They're camping outside Franklin every Sunday. Standing in and out.
That's a good spot there.
And then Asheville?
Asheville, hopefully. I'm not sure exactly where yet. We're just
Good luck. I think she's okay.
I'll try.
Alex. Congratulations, guys.
It's pretty fun. Oh, yeah. So I'm ready to get started. It's been a long
All right.
Yeah, I think
I said it in class
Okay.
earlier.
Gabby Luke.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Really showed up. It's
Don't make me cry.
I'll cry.
No.
All right. Kwanda.
I love the hydrotherapy class. Those are one of my favorites, especially when we got to finally do the
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Kwanda. Can I have a hug? Good job. So glad that you were here and you stayed here and you came back.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry.
Yes, I can. I'll let you know. No, that's a lot of gym members.
come by. She'll stop by. Thank you.
Lynn.
Thank you so much.
Everyone got one.
I'm about to see you run in the woods in like 5 minutes.
Once again, go ahead and give it up for the graduating class. Thank you all so much for coming and sharing this moment, this time with us. Love you guys. Have a great day.
What is that? Oh, nice.
There's some, do you want to make,
There is Epsom salt. If anyone wants to come up and toss them in the air and send some well wishes, feel free.
in the air.